Well, hello. We have another packing video for you guys. We are actually going on the 4-day Utopia to Coco Cay and to Nassau, Bahamas.
That's right, everyone. It's cruise packing time.
So, since you guys liked our Alaska packing video, if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. We're going to do a Caribbean kind of packing, and typically it's warmer weather, so we this is our zone.
Yep, this is our bread and butter,
yes,
if you will. So actually, most of the items that we talk about, some of our gadgets and stuff, again, I will link below to our Amazon affiliate links. So if you do go there, and you get something, thank you, number one. And we do get a small, very small commission on products that you end up getting. So again, if you like it, I will link it below. I know some of this stuff is old, so I'll probably link newer models if the model we bought is not available. So
I'm opting to do packing cubes because I like the organization of them. And these are also compressed packing cubes. And I actually got this from somebody who I follow. It's Tripped, and I'm not sure if you know these people, but they have this type of gear where they have these cool looking packing cubes, and they come in different sizes and colors and shapes, and I like them just because they're so colorful. And this is a laundry one, actually.
Oh, we're going to do that instead of the fold-up one, or are we still bringing our fold-up one?
Fold-up one, what?
The fold-up laundry basket.
Oh, I'm going to bring both.
Of course you would.
Because I'm going to put my shoes in this, and then I'm still going to drop it. And I'm still going to bring this because this is just, it takes up no room. It's a hamper, and there you go. So when you're done, you got a place to put your clothes on, and when they're nice and smelly. But usually I put this in the bottom. It takes up no room whatsoever. So this is great. But I was going to actually put this because my shoes are a little sandy from camping. So I'm going to stick it in here so none of my clothes get touched with the sand.
So a couple of the housekeeping things. If you watched the Alaska packing video, you see us raving about it. But these right here look like big old Ziploc bags, and technically they are. No, these are actually compression bags as well. They're airtight, and there's a couple of different models. We opted to get the one that has a one-way air valve, and it just uses gravity to push the air out. So we'll pack all of our clothes into here, do the Ziploc thing, and basically lay on it on the floor, compress the air out, and it vacuum sucks it and really saves space inside your bag. So again, these are the one-way valve. There are also ones that have a hand pump that connects on, and then you hand pump the air out, but then you got to deal with having to actually bring the pump with you as well. So these are very good. We've had these for years and really work wonders when you're trying to compress.
They do they eventually do break down, so you do have to replace them after so many uses. Just because the seal just obviously breaks over time. But we've used them tons and tons of times before you have to do that. It's just a great way, really, to, flatten your clothes, keep them straight. I mean, they don't wrinkle them or anything. I throw my dresses in there all the time. I'm just opting for these because it's only a 4-day, so I'm not bringing as much.
You wouldn't know by looking at my stack of clothes.
And I'm trying to work on bringing a smaller footprint suitcase because I kind of bent my other one, the wheels on the bigger one. And Ryan is bringing the bigger one because he has to bring his CPAP and a few other things more than me. So for once, the woman is bringing the smaller suitcase and the man's bringing the bigger one.
Make note, ladies, this is probably the one and only time this is happening.
So another cool gadget that we always bring, even when we went to Alaska, we brought our little fans. And these are good because they're USB, and they also have a battery backup. And it says 4 AA batteries. So you could basically angle this so many different ways, hang it upside down, all that stuff. So, and you could just sit it on a nightstand too. So we like these because they're very small and compact, and they work great.
Yep, we bring 2 of them. So what I'm gonna try to bring, I'll probably end up in the naughty room, because technically Royal has passed some new electronic rules saying that you're only allowed to bring USB and USB-C adapters. So speaking of that, I will bring it. This is my USB-C adapter here.
That's the approved one.
This,
I think
yes and no, because there's conflicting information that because it has a cord, it'll get confiscated. But Royal did clarify saying that this should be okay even with the cord. So with that being said, just in case, because right and left hands and people at the port don't always talk, I have also brought the official approved one that plugs directly into the wall. And it's got 3 USB-C, or I'm sorry, 2 USB-C and 3 regular USB connections. So I've got that. And I have purchased the same thing in the European style connection, because there's a European plug in there that we never use. So worst case scenario, if they don't let our brick go through, I've got one that can plug into the wall and one that has 3 USB-C and 3 USB connections that we can plug into the European connector. So these are definitely approved.
And again, we'll link it below, so you guys, if you want to find it, you can get it out of our links at below.
Yeah. Now the other thing I'm going to try to bring that I know if they actually dig as deep as they say they will, I'm sure it'll get confiscated. So I have my extension cords for my CPAP, and then I normally have this one, which does have outlet extenders, and that's why this will probably get confiscated. But I usually run between my 2 extension cords and this, I'm able to run it over to the bed and be able to run my CPAP as well as the USB-C or the USBs for the fans. You know what? I don't know. I might change my mind because we are on the Utopia. Utopia being the newest ship does have USB connections beside the beds. So we might not need this, but I'll make that call last minute on if I'm going to try or not.
And as always, we have our lanyards with a pocket plastic cover, because most likely they're going to have the FDRI, whatever it's called.
RFID.
RFID.
Yeah.
So you cannot put a hole in those. It will deactivate it right away, and you won't be able to get in your room like it's happened to us. So we have the little plastic ones that we carry around. And we've been using the same lanyards over and over for years, and just because it holds our pins and all
we
that
got
stuff.
our nice little platinum. What was the other one? Diamond and emerald. There we go. Yeah. Or emerald and diamond level Royal Caribbeans on there.
One other thing I'm going to bring is just a fanny pack. Yes, they're coming back in style. Just so
they're called hip satchels now, or crossbody satchels.
So when I don't want to carry my plastic little thing here, I will probably most likely carry this, because sometimes I'll throw my headphones in here. I'll throw my phone in here, so I'll have to carry it. And I don't know, just maybe gum, because I like to chew gum. So this will be enough, because obviously I don't like putting things in my pocket all the time. So this will work out great. So I'm going to bring this, and this is so cheap. You can get them, I think I got this at Target for $10 or $15.
Yep. The other thing we usually bring, although we haven't needed to use it as much nowadays as before, because the iPhones are at least water resistant, and supposedly you can drop it like for a heartbeat in water. I don't want to test it, but supposedly they can. But anyway, iPhone waterproof cases. So we usually bring 2 of those to make sure, in case we are going to be going in the water with them, we can have them. And we like these because it's clear on both sides. So if you do take your iPhone in there, which I've done before, you can still take pictures through this if you want to do video or pictures in the water.
So the next thing is my decorations and stuff, because I like to decorate my stateroom. But Royal, is it Royal?
Carnival,
sorry. I like to hang these from my ceiling, and I do that with these little magnetic hooks, basically, because you can't sit there and attach them to, like, you know, obviously the fire alarm or anything like that. But I have these little hooks that you can just do that. But I'm not going to bring these this time, just because it's only a 4-day, and by the time I get it up and enjoy it, it's on my longer cruises I usually do. But I will be bringing, I always like my door art, so I have our PK Venture, so for our advertisement, and then I like to have this on there because people leave you notes, and sometimes they're not good notes, but sometimes they are. So, and then I have one of the magnet just says, "Not all people are lost, they're just trying to find their cabin." You can get these off of Amazon. They're pretty cheap.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I like to do. At least I'll have a little decoration, and at least I'll know which cabin is mine.
Yep. And like she said,
and we have lights too. I have little Twinkie lights that I usually do, but they're battery operated. You can't attach them to anything in the room that's a fixture, not the fire alarm or anything like that. But again, I'm not going to bring them just because it's a short day, or short 4-day.
Yep.
But I will be bringing my magnets because because you can hang your stuff when we go out the room. We like to put it right by the door so we can hang obviously our lanyards.
We put our hats there.
Yeah.
If I can get my extension cords through, or if not, if they give me a long enough one, I usually run the extension cord up and around the wall and ceiling. That way it keeps the cords off the ground, so the room steward and Mel and I don't trip over it in the room. So magnets are definitely coming, and probably our full load of magnets, unlike Alaska where we had to think about weight. We don't have to think about weight since we're driving to the port.
Oh, here's my twinkly lights, by the way.
Yep.
I don't remember how long they are, but
pretty sure they were 50 feet or 25 feet.
So these, they're remote control, and they take, looks like 3 AA batteries, and all I do is basically, they're very, very small. All I do is just wrap them simply around the hook, and they stay, and you could do it. And while you're in your bed, you could turn them on, turn it off, and that'd be your night light going to bed. So these are pretty cool. I like doing these.
Yep, one of the other things that we do is we have these hanging plastic tags that have a steel braided cord that will hook to your luggage, and you can put your deck information in there for your luggage. So we usually get that. And then we don't use this as much anymore because they have gone to the biodegradable straws, but the wax coated ones, so they last a lot longer than the paper ones that initially were there. But this is a foldable straw. I've got Mel's actually in. And so you technically could have this. It's got a cleaner and everything. Which when they were doing paper straws, we brought it because before the drink was done, the paper, just collapsed on itself. But they now have the wax coated ones that are still biodegradable, but they hold up a lot longer. So the last thing that we have, actually 2 more things before we get into the clothes side of it. The suitcases do have Apple AirTags in them. So that way we can track and we know where they are and if they made it on the ship with us or not. And then our final bag that we bring is this one, which is a dry bag. And we're able to put some of our camera equipment in there. We can put our towels in there. And then you can, saunch it up and then you're good to go. If we snorkel or something like that, then sometimes we'll put our dive stuff in here too. But this time we are going to Bahamas, which will pretty much just take a look at the new port. And then really go back on the ship because it's going to be hard to enjoy the Utopia on a 4-day. So we probably won't spend too much time ashore there. But here's a little hint. Keep an eye out for the vlog. We are going to the beach club in Coco Cay. So we're not going to the new adult area because that is still, from what I understand, since it's so new, it is very, very busy. And from what I understand, they have to drain the pool 2 or 3 times, if not more, a week because of the adulting people not being able to retain their alcoholic beverages, let's just say.
Ew, gross.
But we are going to be at the beach club, so we're talking lobster and filet mignon for lunch and the private infinity pool, and I'm really looking forward to it because we have not been to one of those before.
So one more thing before we jump into the clothes. There are 2 things on the Utopia that we're preparing for. One is the 80s party. So we have bought these 80 style light up glasses, and look for these when we do the videos and you'll see what they really look at like.
Here, you'll see it just for a second.
Oh, I didn't even know how to turn mine on yet.
And that's it. That's all you get.
Look at mine.
That's all you
I
get.
didn't even see them yet. That's cool. Yeah. Oh, he blinked too. That's annoying.
They fast blink, slow blink, and stay solid. So that's your
So
preview.
we have, you got to watch the video because Ryan bought a whole outfit. Like, that's all I'm going to say. And
I will give you one quick
And he
peek.
doesn't do outfits usually, but
I don't.
He went out and did it himself, so he's got to stay up for the midnight 80s party.
It's 12:15. I didn't for the record, I didn't realize it was 12:15. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. I have my bedtime.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, so the 80s party is one, and apparently there is a toga party.
We'll figure that out, and I think from what we saw, togas are actually, you can get togas while you're on the ship, so we'll just try to do that this time.
And I just got rid of my toga.
I know. From our New Year's party. All right.
Okay, so we are going to continue with our packing, and we're going to do the most important thing, the clothes.
Yes, and I'm going first this time since you talked about your clothes first last time. All right, so on this 4-day, I actually still have a decent amount to choose from, in all honesty. But since we have the specialty dining package, I want to have a nice button-down shirt for each of the meals. So I do have 4 of my, Colombian shirts, if you will, or Caribbean shirts. So I have a solid white one, I have a black one, and then I have some colorful ones with the little snails or whatever they officially call those, and then my toucan one with some color. So each one of those will be for one of the nights at the restaurant. So I know we're going to do 150 Park Central. So that one is more of an upscale, which is why I do have 1 pair of long khakis for that one, because it does feel a little more elevated. And then I have just some regular khaki shorts that I'll have. I'll have 2 of them. One I'll pack, one I'll wear there. Do have a couple of t-shirts. Our PK Adventures got to advertise. And I have a Royal Caribbean shirt that I'll have. Of course, some boxer shorts. Some athletic socks. Maybe we'll go to the gym. I don't know. A pair of athletic shorts that we'll have. Then I do have one of my Caribbean Columbia quick drying like fisherman shirts. This will be what we take to the beach club. And just 1 bathing suit this time, since it's not a whole week. I think I can get through with just a single bathing suit. Maybe. I might change my mind on that, actually, though.
That's because I'm giving him a look saying, you're going to do what?
Yeah, so I guess I'll have 2 bathing suits. And then I have my cutoff shirts that I love. Just a solid black one and a Go Tampa Bay, even though we've lost our 2-star wide receivers. And then as Mel said, this is all you get to see. 80s.
That looked like...
It looked like Pink threw up in a box.
Pretty much, that's what I was coming up with.
But anyway, so that is going to be my setup. So nothing, no long sleeves, no nothing like that. For Chops, Giovanni's, Mason Jar, those kind of restaurants, we've been before. A pair of khaki shorts and a button-down shirt is more than adequate for those. And just me feeling upscale for 150 Park Central.
Well, we don't have to worry about jackets for sure
yeah.
at this time,
So
which is nice.
That's what I'm bringing. Mel?
I'm not as organized. I'm still working through my stuff, but usually when I pack, I usually start with my bless America. I start with my formals. So I have basically 2 sundresses. They're just sundresses. And I have linen pants and just a green top, which will be another dinner. And then I have a skirt and a black shirt. So that's 4 dinner outfits basically right there. And I can also use this black shirt with a pair of shorts if I want to cross it over. I also have a sweater because sometimes the restaurants do get a little chilly. And then I have my tutu. Yeah, my tutu in here. I have my shoes in this bag. So again, so they stay nice and clean. And in this one, I usually put my workout clothes and my bathing suit in one. And I like to put it in this cube so I can find it. Hopefully all this is gonna fit in here. Got my fan. And this is a new setup for me. I typically have a bigger one, but since it's a 4-day, I was trying to condense it down a little bit more. I can't get it to close, but I can get it to fold. So this is gonna be basically my makeup, toiletries and all that stuff. So I'm gonna lay it in the suitcase. Hopefully that's gonna work. Got my fanny pack. I'm gonna put it over here. My 80s glasses. My lanyard. And that's probably all that's gonna fit inside. And I like to put my undies and my socks here so I can get to them easy, especially if we're going to stay somewhere overnight. So I'm not digging through to get clean underwear and socks and stuff. I also am bringing some workout clothes. I brought 2 pairs of workout shorts. Actually, you know what? They're in here. Sorry. Backtrack. They're in here. So I have 2 shirts and 2 workout pants. And because I don't think we're going to work out more than 2 days. Like Ryan said, maybe not at all. We'll try it. And I'm still working through my shorts here. I have 4 pairs of shorts right now. I'm trying to skim it down a little bit. And I have some tank tops. Not as organized as Ryan right now. So I have 1, 2, 3 tank tops. 2 more I'm debating on. And I always got to bring my tights. And I like to wear sports bras when we're on vacation. And I brought 1 bra just for formal night. That's going to go here. And then I'm going to bring a couple t-shirts. The one thing I don't have in here is my pajamas. So I think I'm going to make this work. I think it's going to work. I think. I think we're good. Because I just like the choice of having a couple tank tops, especially when we're out on the beach, and then a couple of shirts to walk around. And I'm going to bring my Alaskan shirt just because I like my Alaskan shirt. It's soft.
Yeah.
So that's going to work. I'm also going to bring my flip-flops, my sandals, and my tennis shoes. And I'll wear my tennis shoes. So I have 3 shoes. I'm going to have to get dress shoes or sandals or something. Mm-hmm. So, yep.
Yep. All right. So next up is to put these in the compression bags. And then we will show you what that looks like. So I won't bore you like we did last time with the high speed, since I guess I'm the only one using compression bags this time. So I'll just come back and I'll show you what it looks like once it's all in there. So we will be right back in 3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
And here it is. So I was able to fit my entire wardrobe that I'm bringing in 1 compression bag. And then I'm going to stick that in there, and it only takes up the bottom half. So I have half of my suitcase still available for the CPAP and a few other odds and ends that we might put in here, and it leaves room if we do get any kind of souvenirs. So one of the other things I bring, just talking about a few odds and ends, is I always have a safety flashlight. So it turns on, and it also has a little red beacon here on the back. Just you never know. So it's always in my backpack in the room. So at least
You're such a Boy Scout.
I know. At least it's in there. We do have our overnight kit and your normal toiletries. One of the things that we do is, it's funny how it's kind of come and gone with us, but when we first started cruising, motion sickness didn't faze us at all. And then, later in life, it started really affecting us. And the last couple of cruises we've been on, I haven't worn a motion sickness patch, and it, didn't affect me anymore. But it's one of the things that you can get, and I do recommend to just go to your doctor and get them. They're the Transderm Scott patches. They do sell stuff over the counter, but let me tell you, that is all natural herbicide. It doesn't work and it stinks to high heaven. So at least for us. So these work. You just got to make sure that you do not touch your eyeballs when you're touching it, because it starts to itch as the patch is, almost done with its potency. And if you touch your eyeballs, it's like dilating your eyes. But take a look at these. They do have generic ones now, so depending on your insurance, I know we pay $7 for 4 of them, but that's our insurance, so it just depends.
So Ryan's almost packed. I'm still working on my stuff because I'll probably change my mind at least once this week on something, and I'm still waiting on my 80s outfit, so I'll have to make sure I leave a spot for it.
Yeah, but with that being said, that is pretty much our Caribbean packing. Yeah.
If you can find something that's going to work with multiple outfits, that'll save you some space. Make sure you bring at least one nice thing, because we like to get our pictures, because on Royal Caribbean we get 1 free pictures. So even if you just want to go casually, you can get you a picture.
Yeah. And that's, to clarify, that's at diamond level.
Oh, that's
each
a diamond
person
level.
Who's a diamond gets 1 photo. So
yes,
technically we get 2 pictures every cruise because of being diamond on Royal.
So at least like to get 1 picture because it is free. Why not?
Why not?
Oh, and I got my pajamas because I had to go back and get my pajamas.
Yeah.
I got these cute jammies. These are so soft.
And then we do have a packing list that we have honed over the years. We put a lot of stuff on there. Some stuff we don't bring anymore. Some stuff we do.
It's also a check sheet because we actually have our stuff at the end is, if I can find it.
Yeah.
It basically says certain things like take out the trash before you leave because you don't want a smelly house when you come back.
Yeah.
Set up your vacation modes on your auto lights. So people think you're home or something. If you have fish, set up your auto feeder. If you got medical information, since we leave our dog with my mom, we leave vet emergency numbers and, just what ifs. And what else we got here? We have, if you have
locking
a house
up
seating,
other items that we use for protection,
yes,
to say the least.
You cannot bring your self-protection little weapons with you, so you have to leave them at home. So
Yes.
I make sure I have a note here. Leave it at home. So we put it in the safe. I like to empty the dishwasher before we go because I don't like dirty dishes when I come back.
Yeah, I usually turn the automatic vacuum off just so it doesn't get stuck, because it seems to like to get stuck whenever we're not at the house.
Right. So, these are just like, as soon as we're walking out the door, this is stuff I like to check off. And, obviously make sure your door's locked, stove's off, all that kinds of stuff. But we keep adding to this every year just because we think of certain things. Make a list that makes sense to you. This makes sense to us. So we perfected it over the years. We got a his and hers, so vitamins his, vitamins hers, so you can save a line and just stuff like that. So we just keep this on our computer. We just print it out before we go, so we double check ourselves. But we've packed so many times for cruises, we can almost do it in our sleep. So obviously we could do it in almost 1 day, usually, a lot of times.
Yep. So unlike certain people, Cheryl, who packs like 4 months in advance, we're usually, this is about norm for us. About the weekend before is when we've
done it night before too.
We've done it night before as well, when we're like on a 3-day and we were like, okay, just shove it in our overnight bag basically.
But to be fair, we've been gone the last 3 weekends doing ship tours. Hopefully you saw those.
That's right. And camping. That was me. But anyway, so so that's it. That's our Caribbean packing list. Make sure you guys keep an eye out. We're getting on the ship Monday. So we'll probably do a couple of lives here and there throughout the week. And then there'll be
pending internet.
Yeah, pending internet.
Yep.
And then we'll have a vlog series for the Utopia that will come out sometime in later part of this year. So that's it. So thank you again. Hopefully some of these tips and tricks helped you. Again, if you saw anything you liked, take a look at the description below. We'll have some links to a lot of our Amazon purchases that made our life easier.
If there's something you think that we are missing, let us know, because we're always like looking for some other things.
Yeah, give us comments below if you have some must-haves. So.
All right, guys, we're going to be on our cruise in less than a week, and we're super excited.
Yeah, we can't wait to share it with you as well. And with that being said, before you leave today, make sure you hit that like, notify, and subscribe. That way you guys are up to date on all of our episodes as they drop. And if you're looking to take the next step, what can you do, babe?
You can become a member on our channel.
Yes.
It's very easy.
Multiple levels. You get some perks, some member-only sneak peeks, some things like that. So hit that join button to at least take a look, see if it's something you're interested in doing to take those next steps to help us out. With that being said, again, thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time on
The Scenic Route.